I know, right?
All right, Brandon, welcome to Man on the excuse me. Brandon, I was watching the Super Bowl the other day
Okay.
and a commercial came on. It
Okay.
says, hold on, let me and a commercial came on. It says, unlock your home equity.
Okay. That
What you
sounds
got?
good. That sounds like a good idea.
Look at this motherfucker right here.
What?
All right,
That's
unlock your home equity.
uh-huh.
Access between $30,000 and $500,000 in
Mm-hmm.
home equity without a monthly payment, without interest charges, ever. It's
Right.
not a loan,
Okay.
but it's a home equity agreement. Now, how does that sound, Brandon?
That sounds pretty good, but a lot of stuff sounds good until
On
you
the
try
internet.
to get the claim or do you try to get some money or get some
On the
equity.
internet. Equity they want.
All right, that sounds good. Let's hear this this customer describe his experience.
But
I
before
would
you
like
even hit play, hold on. It looked low budget, so I already off the bat. I don't even believe you gonna get your money. But go ahead. I don't like the logo. I know
Well,
they got a Super Bowl ad. Go ahead.
Brandon is unaware about AI and social media these days.
Okay, why you say that?
You could be on national television
Uh-huh.
and see dozens of commercials made by the iPhone or
That's true.
Android.
That is true. But do you
Your
think that's
Viagra pills,
my bag
all
of
of them,
bills?
all of them be fake. See out the store with somewhere, see,
Uh-huh.
all of them be fake. Your lotions that you can rub on your testicles that make them don't stink. Lumia,
I have no clue.
those ass low budget cell phone commercials.
Okay.
You know, now they even got a lawyer. I see the L'Oreal here. That was digitally low quality cell phone.
Okay.
Lawyers.
But why do you say that? All right. So, but what I see a cheap looking logo. I see customer at the top. If I see something me and you could put together in about 5 minutes, I'm that's when I'll be like, okay, this is low budget. But go ahead. I ain't gonna break it up too
And the
much.
people are accepting. Brandon love him some BBLs.
No, that's not true.
With big lips and eyebrows
Uh-huh.
and long silky hair. That's all that's fake. We
Yeah,
are
you're
addicted
right.
to fake.
That's a
Brandon
good point.
loved him some Skittles because he said it tastes just like fruit.
It tastes like fruit. That's crazy.
But Brandon, but somehow the Skittles got more of a fruity taste than a regular
Or apple or
apple. No regular apple.
Right.
How's that possible, man?
Chemicals.
There you
Jill.
go.
But yeah, go ahead.
So Brandon go ahead. Brandon liked fake stuff and he fine
That's
with
not
it.
true.
So
That's
this
not true. But
ad
go
is
ahead.
normal.
Everybody can use Unlock for any equity they want to tap because it's awesome how it works. It's beauty. It's not a loan. It's not on my credit report. I'm not paying interest. I'm just getting an advance of my equity. Hi, I'm Dana Rayborn. I live in North Phoenix, Arizona. I wanted to get some cash using my equity, and really the only three ways to go is a cash out refinance, a HELOC, or a second mortgage. And of course, all those involve interest. Then I run across this HEA thing on the internet, home equity agreement. So I dug in and I went, whoa, it's almost like it's tailor-made for me. It's not a loan. It's not a second mortgage. It's not a HELOC. You're not refinancing your house. It's a great way to go to tap equity out of your home. The process working with Unlock is just straightforward and easy peasy. I was really, really surprised at how fast Unlock funded my money to my Case Credit Union. I paid off a credit card that I had with a high balance, and then I have money left over that I put in a money market account. It's just awesome. Working with Unlock improved my life immensely in terms of I was able to accomplish the financial goals I wanted to do with a very easy process. I just love my partnership with Unlock.
I'm convinced. Sign me up.
You ready to you ready to sign up for that money?
What you mean?
You said sign you up, right?
Yeah. Sign me up.
Well, I'm about to sign you up. Brandon, tell me what you like about it. Cause I'm about to put in my personal address and people ain't gonna see it, but you run the time out.
Well, I like where I can put some money in, invest, and I'll be able to pull it out and I'm not getting penalized by the government. Those kind of things sound appealing, especially if they make it easy. Like, I think that's what people like. Quick access to money. It's building up, it's growing. I can do stuff with it. I can pay stuff off. I can get ahead. I can pay some of my bills and not have to worry about being penalized or losing my money that I've put in, or I invested, or my equity,
So you don't even see a catch, do you?
It's always a catch. Nowadays, it's always a catch. But what with Unlock, because they own the Super Bowl, advertising to millions of people. Because what they say, 100 million people saw the halftime show. So it's we'll just say at least 50 million people saw that commercial, possibly. We'll say 20 million, but that's a lot of people. It's a lot of eyes to be on your product.
That is so many eyes. I spotted it, jot down the name. I said, shoot, that's something what I need. Let me look it up.
Right.
Right. Then I looked it up.
And was it that commercial though? They had that commercial on the Super Bowl?
No,
Or was it
Brandon,
different
they got one of those cell phone AI commercials that I talked about. You know what I mean?
Okay, I just want to see what kind of budget they put into it for the Super Bowl. But that's not the point. But so what did you find when you did some quick research?
I ran the numbers. They say a place I own is worth $324,000.
Okay.
I still own $91,000 on the
home. Okay.
Now, if you go to this side, they say I can get anywhere from $30,000 to $106,000 to trick off right now, Brandon.
Okay, and that sounds great.
That sounds great. So let's just keep it low, 30,000.
Okay.
Now, if you read under here, it says receive $30,000 cash money in exchange of, you can read that?
Yeah, it was 17% of your home. Okay.
Of your home future value. Subject to a annual cost limit of 19.9%.
So what does that mean? It's not going to go higher than 19%, or it's not going to go every year? It's not going to go double that. What does that mean?
That means they can at least charge you 20%.
Every year, though?
If they wanted to, every year.
That's crazy.
But remember, this is a no interest, people. You get charged no interest.
But how are they gonna say it's no interest? But then they at the bottom they say, "Look, we can do this if we want to do it, and we're gonna do it."
Because you gotta look at terminology. I had to look that up. Annual cost limit.
Yeah,
it behaves just like interest.
They got a fancy name,
identical, but it's different.
Okay.
See, interest, I believe, I'm not no expert. Interest may be charged on your quarterly, monthly, daily. This charge, it may be only charged $365.
Okay.
So it's that interest.
Okay, but it's a different it's a different kind of interest though. It's the same thing but different. But it's not something they invented. It's not like they invented a terminology, right?
Well, shit, you got to use that. If you say no, people don't like interest. Don't use hey, this is no interest. Oh, I'm getting the deal. Yeah,
right.
All right. Well, you go down here. Okay. Now, Brandon, they say my house is in 10 years gonna be worth $379,000.
Okay.
How much money did they give me?
They gave $30,000.
How much money I gotta pay back? It's in the blue.
64.
Okay. That is.
But that's not interest. That's the annual whatever they said it is.
No.
19%.
If they loan you 10
years. Yeah, that's gonna be in 10 years though.
They won't. Here's how their company work. If they loan you 10, they want their 10 back plus another
and some
10.
more. Yeah, right.
If they loan you 20, they want their 20 back plus another 20 was 40.
Yeah, 40.
Now, Brandon, if they loan you 50, How much do they
want
want?
Get 100. They be wanting 100 back.
There you go. You see,
but would you think it's worth it to do something like that? Because you were like, man, 10 years. I ain't even gonna be thinking about this company in 10 years. I'm gonna be rich.
It's
I'm
a chance. If you got cancer, cancer, you know you about to die in 2 years, and
you get signed up, max it out.
And you don't care if your family or you don't got no family.
That's what I was about to say.
Interest. So run this checkup.
Let me ask you this: does this debt go to your family though? Say I did it. I was getting ready to pass. Okay, go. It's not gonna go to anybody in my family.
This company, they put a lien on your house. So they gave you 30. But they could put a lien for 60,000 on your house.
Oh, okay, I see how.
So if you sell the house, they get paid. The lien people get paid first. Then you get that.
Then
profit.
You get your money. Okay, I got you.
But here's the thing, Brandon. If people
now paying attention,
people ain't paying attention.
Yeah.
Me and Brandon talked about this a whole lot before. I said, Brandon,
what?
Money is free. It goes. You can have it in and out, in and out.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. One day you got to sell her up, right?
Or die. You're gonna die. You're right. You're right.
So they said this is not a loan, right?
Yeah.
No interest.
Yeah.
But what is this years to settlement?
So 5 years you got to settle. Whatever you done took out or whatever the equity you pull from it. You got 5-year time period where it's okay. Now we getting our money back. Either we're gonna sue you, we're gonna take property, or whatever we got to do. We're gonna get our money back.
At the bare minimum, Brandon. Let's put since you're a cup of hand nigga, like the big bitch said. If I loan you 10, how much you got to settle up with me at year 5?
20.
There you go. And where you get it from?
I don't know. I'm not. But
what?
Yeah, I'm not. But that's the thing. 5 years is quick, but 10 years, you're like, okay, I got some time. But if it's
okay, with my 74,000 at, brother.
That's crazy. No, I ain't got it.
So who got that? Gonna happen?
They gonna own your property.
No, they only own a certain percentage.
Okay, but how are they gonna get their money?
What you tell me?
They're not. That's what I say. Usually when that kind of stuff happens, they try to go to court and they be like, look, we'll garnish his pay or we'll take the property. Because I figure since go ahead, what?
They already got a lien. Brandon, if you can't pay, they go do with they do the black folks
and what's
that
die
every day.
One
person own a little bit, they go force to sell. Force to sell, pay me.
So can they do that? Well, okay. So instead of trying to take the property, they're gonna force the owner of the house that they got to lien on to sell the house. They can do that.
I'm assuming. I only read this front sheet and 3 other pages after this. I ain't read too much.
So say it was 5 years, and I did that with this house. They say, Brandon, you owe 30,000, and I can't pay it. So they're gonna try to make me sell.
Well, how they gonna get the money, Brandon?
They not. Well,
I bet you signed a contract say you will sell if you can't sell up.
Right. That's why it's important to read the fine print and stuff on stuff you signing on loans. What?
You don't need to read the fine print on none of this, people. Look at this.
Go ahead.
Look at this. They gonna give me 30,000, right? But I gonna give up 17% of my equity on my home.
But why don't you think the 17% is in the same font size as the 30,000 or bigger? Because isn't that important?
Yeah, that's why they put it in here, small print.
But no, people really need to see that part. That's the part people need to see. And you can put on the look, you really need to pay attention and think about this before you do that. But companies don't want you to do that. They want you to not be able to pay for something.
And watch this. In the 3 pages I read on the document, and on the loan thing is 44. I read 3 pages. It says once they pay you the money, now if you got some debt, now we're gonna tell you to pay somebody's debt off, or if they can slightly encourage you or instruct you to do certain things to meet the obligations.
That sound like force.
Brandon, you said you doing this to pay off your debt, Brandon.
Okay.
We don't want you to go on foreclosure, and then we got to deal with some other sharks. You know? We just want to deal with you, the guppy.
Yeah, right. But and I think that's because you told me we had a conversation. If you loan somebody money, or if somebody needs some money, you just give it to them because most people can't pay back loans. What percent do you think people pay back a $20,000 loan or a $30,000 loan? Like you're not gonna be able to do it, whether you got 10 years, 15 years, or 20 years.
Correct. You gotta have the cancer, and the doctor said, "I give you one more year, then you ball out." That's the only way you can make this thing work.
Because it's just not gonna make any sense. I could see if I took $10,000 and they say just pay us $10,000 in 5 years. Most people still not gonna be able to do that.
Brandon, what kind of bit?
But I'm just saying,
Brandon, that's Jewish to Jewish man business for the Bible. You know, people don't do business like that.
Right. Yeah, but even that, people can't even do that because when you loan people, if I loan somebody $20, I may never get that $20 back. It's not that they can't do it. You ain't
gonna get it. That's funky 20. You ain't gonna get it. It ain't worth me giving it back to you. But
why
it's your ass for it.
Why? Why not? If I give you money, if I give you money and you promise to pay it back, why you can't pay it back?
Why I got to chase you around? Brandon gave me. You went to the ATM. Brandon ain't going to the ATM. That's the excuse you gave me. Project 20. You know, that was your excuse, Brandon.
What time? Some of the first time when we was doing it.
Yeah, it was the first time. You went to the ATM. Yes. I got it on my phone. There you go. That's what people gonna do to you.
In a way, for sure. But it shouldn't be that way. That's my point. So if you can't do the bare minimum, you ain't gonna be able to pay back double the amount you took out.
Then some way they got to get their money, Brandon. Some way they got to get it. And the easiest way to get it is forced to sell.
Yeah.
Same kind of like doing divorces. I guess they do this divorces all day long. If the other spouse don't want to live in it because you're a gold digger, fuck out. Just give me my money, or you take another loan on the house.
Right. But kind of like, what's that little car shield? This reminds me of car shield, and when you sent me the topic we was going to talk about, this made me think about that, and I would want to go to the Better Business Bureau website just to see some of the reviews on something like this and whether people feel like it's a reasonable thing, it's not fair, because you can go to title loans and some people feel like that's a ripoff or that's unfair or it's not going to be possible for people to pay off, even though people do pay off title loans or those car loans sometimes.
Now, Brandon, see the scam. It says not a loan, but they got a term period.
So what is it? But this ain't because this is not what I thought it was going to be.
It sounds like a bootleg wholesale contract.
But I'm thinking home equity. It's like an account that I can have money in. It's
an agreement, Brandon. I told you it's the paperwork. They got to get you on the paperwork because you can't read. No,
but
interest, right?
Yeah, no interest.
Brandon,
it's supposed to be no interest.
What's this behind these
22.21%?
Okay, that's a percent, right?
Yeah,
that's another percent.
Yeah,
but we would scroll up. Why they got another one? Why this got a percent, but it says no interest?
And what does it say? No, but I know that's one of their selling points. Like it's not an interest-based thing, but everything in life, especially loans, that's how they make their money, through the interest. So whether they call it something else and they say it's no interest, they're still gonna be getting money off a percentage of over time and how much money you borrow. That's just, like I said, that's just a business model that they're gonna have.
So yeah, no interest. And you gotta settle up now. Brandon, you ever been a person who had to settle up with a person? Besides, okay.
Yeah, I have.
At a restaurant?
Yeah, business setting.
Okay. Tell me about it. Who was setting up and who was just got the hand out? Because
we were under contract with what is it? The facility, not the facility, but you know where the restaurant was.
Mhm.
So we had rent. We was in a 5-year agreement. So what we had to do, they were saying, well, you can get out of contract, but they said this is what the offer is going to be. They were saying we want, I think they said like $13,000 because the rent was 3,000. I know, right? The rent was $3,000 a month. And they was like, well, if you want to get out, this is what it's gonna be. So we was like, no, we're not gonna do that. But then we gave them an offer. I can't remember exactly how much it was, but
6
it was
or
something around that. But you know, and like I say, if you do that, people will be like, okay, at least we're getting something. And we ended up partnering with the leasing company because you know they were wanting to get another restaurant in there anyway. So we kind of made a deal and we came down a little bit more and we gave them some equipment and stuff like that because you remember how it was going when we was trying to get out of it. So yeah, that's a lot of money. And like I say, it's hard to get because if somebody's asking for something, you're not gonna be able to do it. Like they was asking for that. I can't do it. I mean, we might have been able to piece it together, but that's still a lot of money.
No, 13 that don't even make
Yeah,
sense, Brandon.
it don't make sense, but
Yeah.
you know, but when you're in a restaurant business and you spending money like that, I mean, that's just a part of it. But most people are not gonna be able to do anything like that. So you have to compromise and try to work with somebody. So something like this, if you don't have to get into it, I wouldn't get into it.
Setting it up. You buy a house. If you got to pay money towards
money down,
any kind of fees, yes. You setting it up, you paying somebody.
Yeah.
Sometimes when people sell drugs, they set up with guns in their pockets because they ain't never a pleasure experience for at least one person.
Yeah, it's always gonna be stressful or uncomfortable.
For one person.
You don't think it's more
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
To settle up time. So you don't want to get no loan, like you don't want to get a contract like this as a set up time. You know,
I just don't understand why so many things like is this a scam to you though? Because I know that's what the question we asked. Is this a scam? I think you're gonna say no.
If you buying this to get a car, scam. If you buying this to go on vacation, scam. If you buying this to pay for your daughter's surgery, not a scam.
I got you.
You know,
because something like this is worth it. Or do you think it's another option? What's another option I can get money fast like this?
Well,
and
Brandon,
a lot of
credit, you're black, so your credit already sucked, Brandon.
That's not true, but for the majority, yes, for the majority.
You're black. You already underpaid.
Oh, okay.
You're black. It's a 30% chance you got a felony, Brandon. Especially how tall you are, so you do got a felony.
And my hair too, I bet. So
you know. So with all those drawbacks, how you gonna get approved for something else?
You're not. So you think if I go in the bank with this shirt on and this hat, and I'm like, look, I need about $50,000. Some of it's gonna
give it to you.
Huh? Do you think they
take it for your house? Yeah, they give it to you.
I'll be like, no, I'm renting. I don't have any property.
Nah, I won't. Brandon, will you give a coon money?
As a bank?
Okay, excuse me. Will you give a coon a BB gun?
A BB gun? Yeah, I would.
You know, it makes sense. Why not give you $50,000 and this ain't going to no education?
How you know?
No, it makes sense.
So it's not black people out, but and that's what I was going to ask you too. So because we trying to separate, we trying to do our own things, we trying to support our own businesses. There was a black bank in Colombia. Should we have more black banks, and should the black banks be trying to help young people that need money like this, or is it just it's a lose-lose? Huh?
The first thing black banks need to do is help their own damn people who pay money to them.
What
you got mean? The highest interest charges
for sure.
You got the over.
You know which one I'm talking about?
No, you just know you ain't got the website open yet. You know,
you ain't got a website.
You can't help your customers before you try to do anything like that. That's my experience with the black bank.
Yeah, mine too. But that goes the same with black designers and stuff like that. I actually got a black designer on right now, but I don't have any issues with this.
But designer, doing for clout. Who you got?
I don't know who it is.
Jay-Z? No, it's that Kanye.
No, it's not
Yeezy.
Kanye. It's a black designer. The brand is called Godspeed. I have to look it up and send it to you.
Godspeed.
But what I was gonna say, I like the shirt, but my wife
is own that, ain't it?
No, it's not Kid Cudi.
Yeah, you got that Kid Cudi. No. You got to dress up.
But listen.
That look nice.
But listen, my wife buys some of the Tailfire bags. I don't know if I'm saying it right, but the bag with the T on it, you've probably seen it. Okay, but anyway, it's a popular brand, but the quality is not as good as you would think it would be for the prices.
Oh, vegan leather?
Well, I'm not sure, but I know they do have some of the bags that have that kind of leather on it, but it doesn't last. Like I say, just the quality and the straps and stuff. So,
what, you got a vinyl purse or something? If it's not leather, what is it?
It's like I'm not sure, but I know they
damn
do.
Vinyl purse. You got the vinyl purse. Damn, Brandon, what y'all buying waterproof purses?
What is wrong with you?
You got the waterproof purse.
You said waterproof.
Yeah. So is it cloth? Is it leather? What is it, Brandon?
It might be faux leather. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure whether all the purses are like that. I know I've seen one. She showed me one. It might have been like a brand collab where it was two brands together and it was a fake leather. But my point is the quality isn't on par with some of the rest of the designer bags and stuff that's out there. And it's just, we're at a disadvantage just because we're kind of behind as far as materials. Remember what Kanye West was saying? He was trying to do his own thing. He's trying to compete, but our materials aren't. Go ahead.
Kanye West compete with who? Who is he competing with?
Well, you know who he's competing with. The designer houses that run everything in the world.
Kanye West is competing with his damn self.
He is in a way for sure. And he's tried to sell some the Nazi shirts and stuff like that, and kind of got banned off of some of the websites, and he's having a hard. I don't know what he's doing right now, but
so you got 1 billion to 3 billion KKK people in America right now.
Okay,
but Kanye West get banned.
Yeah,
but
and you know why that is, because he's black. He's a beautiful man, so that's just how they do us.
He's a loud mouth. See, Kanye West is one of those jigaboos.
He is, but don't you feel? But because we've gone back and forth with Kanye. Like sometimes he's doing something good, then he could do some cooning stuff. Then he's on some black positive stuff, and then he's doing some other stuff. So we see who he is now.
Lukewarm. That's who he is.
He's lukewarm. How so?
He's the kind of person the slaves who said, "Man, we about to run tonight. You all been outside." He hear it. Yeah, we are. They say no. He come run to the master. But he don't. But he run at nighttime so nobody can see him.
Right.
He come back. They round all the slaves up.
Do they round him up too?
They don't round him up for some reason. And he doing the hardest crying while the other get whooped up.
He doing the hardest crying.
Yeah. Well, get whooped up. And he pulled that stunt every 3 years. Yeah, you gotta wait till people get sold off, died off, because they won't remember.
Yeah, right.
Do that stunt every 3 years.
Yeah,
that's how criminals work.
You said that's how criminals work.
Every company they got a routine, Brandon. There's a routine. Ain't Kanye West make some headlines every 18 months?
Yeah. Usually when he's trying to sell something or just wants attention. You think it's mental health?
How the hell am I supposed to know, Brandon?
Well, you know what the signs to look like. Well, you know what it's but I'm just saying, do you think it's something he can't help or something he can? Or you just you don't want to say. Okay,
I tell you it is. Remove all Kanye West money.
Right.
And give him $1,000 to start over. I bet he charge regular then.
Right. There you go.
He up here only $1,000. That's 3 weeks at the hotel room, Jack. So he got to be humble.
Right. And I think that can be said with a lot of people. Well, some people they do have a problem, but it's very rare where we throw a narcissist thing on everybody. Everybody's not a narcissist, but it's easy just to go with that and say that.
Maybe I don't know who he is. Look like sometimes he acting like a pimp. How he got his girl out there shaking booty.
Yeah, but then be like he don't want his kids to be with Kim doing the TikTok stuff and all this stuff. So
me and Brandon about to call. I don't want to go on the other one. I got enough boost.
Okay, well that's fine. I do want to talk about the All-Star game or anything else real quick.
We can talk about it because it may be a damn videotape.
Right.
I don't got nothing to say. I ain't watched no gay.
Wait, what? Wait, you ain't watch what?
Porn gay stuff on TV.
What do you mean? What you mean? Let me sit up. You said
Brandon, you saw the All-Star. Brandon,
I did.
You could play the game, Brandon, right now. The game they played, you'll be good at it.
What part? I'm trying to figure out. So the game, the skills challenge, the slam dunk. What part are you talking about? We could have played the
game. The
game. Okay.
You can play the game, Brandon, if you wanted to.
So you're not talking about the celebrity game, because I can get in the celebrity game, but the actual game with actual NBA players.
You could get in there.
I can get in there. But why is that? These are some of the top players in the league.
Brandon, he's just standing around.
Right.
And then somebody, you make eye contact. Let me get you one-on-one.
Right.
That's what they do, right?
Yeah. But people want to tell us like we don't know about basketball. Basketball is at its height. The players really want to play. Anthony Edwards just said he don't want to be the face of the NBA. LeBron's not going to be playing forever. So it's going to be Wemby. Is that's going to be the star of the NBA, Wemby and the Greek Freak?
I guess I don't care who it is. I don't see nobody.
But that's what I'm saying. So what happened to the game? Because these players are selling shoes, they selling jerseys.
Brandon, you know what happened to the game. We're just gonna be repeating ourselves.
Okay, well go ahead. Tell me what you think. But because we talking about the All-Star game too, because we used to love the All-Star game. And now it's not that's not even the same thing.
You take the competitive competitive edge on defense out the game, then this is what you get. A bunch of shooting.
Yeah.
You have nerds. They must hire some Dodge employees, nerds to come in there, do the calculations. And say, if you shoot some threes, you're more likely to win a game.
Yeah.
But that method only won two championships in his last 15 years.
And they were playing unbelievable.
Not that last championship.
Which one are you talking about? Not the one where they lost 10 games? 12 games.
2022 Warriors, they barely won them games, man.
Who they beat in the finals? You remember?
Sure, I forgot who. I know who they beat. Celtics.
Oh, okay.
Brandon Tatum couldn't hit a layup or three.
Choking.
Games.
Yeah, choking.
The dark skinned guy, he can score a little bit, but you need more than that.
Jaylen Brown.
Mm-hmm. Curry was on his 40% excellent, 60% bad.
Yeah.
And Klay Thompson had one game, maybe one game when Curry was down. He turned up, and they barely won the game. There you go.
So what's the last NBA game that you watched? Because I was listening to the broadcasters and some people who talk about NBA. They talking about the Spurs are a really good watch because the dude that was in the slam dunk contest, Castle, and they just talk about the NBA in a different way from what I see. So when I watch it, I don't see it the same product I used to love. I used to, so I don't see a lot of defense. I see a lot of 3-pointers. It just doesn't feel the same. I can't get him. I can't, because like I say, what's the athlete that you like? Is it Ja? Ja's not.
Ja.
Ja's not around.
380 pistol pepping Ja. Pistol pepping Ja. 380.
Well, he's the next AI, and I like AI. So what's the difference? Like, it's just
he's too cocky, man.
You think Ja's more cocky than AI? AI was pretty cocky though.
No. See, AI was like street cocky. Ja's like called it bank cocky. So it's a different kind of cocky, man.
You're right.
Yeah,
you're right.
It's a different kind of cocky. Just because you play basketball next to a barbecue pit, don't make you street. There you go.
Where you get this from? This is funny though. But I get exactly what you mean. I get exactly what you mean, though.
You didn't see him play basketball in his parents' backyard?
Yes, I did.
And it had it paved.
Oh yeah, and the nice, Ritz, like the nice setup that dads will create.
The background wasn't nice, but it was he had a let's put me right here so my boy could play and my daughters could play basketball.
He wasn't playing basketball in the street. He
wasn't in the street next to the fire pit.
But that's not struggling. That's not hard. That's not hard.
His dad trained him. Of course, he's gonna be great. Okay. Yeah, Ja Morant would not be like this if he was raised without his father.
Mm-hmm.
See, that 380 would be a Draco.
Yeah, but would he be in the league? Would he be in the league if his dad wasn't involved? Because LeBron's dad wasn't there. It was just his mom raising him.
He could have crashed out when them white girls jump on at Moore State. If that happened, he could have crashed out there.
Yeah, so, but he didn't do it.
He almost did. He got that slick head little girl. So, they ain't together, so you know what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Could have crashed out.
And I was listening to somebody, they were saying it's black players in the NBA, but they're more like not like black, like American black. They're like foreign black. Joel Embiid, Wemby, who else? It's
to name the third one off the book.
I'm off the bug Greek Freak.
But that's what I'm saying. Everybody else is black, brother.
But okay, what's the superstars? We got Ja, we got Ant. I mean, like I say, who else do we have to cheer for? Like who do we get excited for? Who really wants to play like the basketball that we used to like back in the day?
I can't tell you, man.
But that's what I'm saying. Is that fading out? Is it gonna be more international players that come over here and they need time off? They were saying, a lot of LeBron couldn't even play the All-Star game because he was hurt. And I get it. And they were saying Ant had drunk and got drunk. They said he smelled like tequila. That's why he didn't play in the All-Star game either. It's just like, it's a different breed of player.
And you believe that story, Brandon? That dumb story about tequila?
How is it a dumb story? If it was Jordan and we say Jordan he didn't have the flu, he was out gambling and drinking. Whatever the story is, he didn't play. Right? My point is, people, they just don't care anymore, and players sit out more than they play. They were saying, like the slam dunk contest champ, the 3-time one. They say he played 5 games total. But
what's wrong with that?
Don't you? If you at the All-Star game, usually, like I say, we have players that Kobe. Who else? We had what's it called? Andre Iguodala.
Shit up on here.
Oh, I didn't know what it was. We had Andre Iguodala. It was just a lot. It was players that you knew who they were. We don't even know who that guy is really, but he's a slam dunk contest 3-time winner.
And you ain't gonna know, cause ain't nobody. They was raised that had no personality. Everybody is the same.
So if the All-Star game is in Baltimore or close to Baltimore, you're not trying to go. Me and you, we're not trying to go to the All-Star game.
I'm trying to walk to the back of Walmart. My dad ain't gonna hurt. That's why I'm trying to get it. No, I ain't going.
Okay. But is there anything that you like from this All-Star game before we get out of here?
I don't like 1 second of it. All thing I didn't like. I saw looking at all dunk contests from the
with
80s. From old stuff. I ain't looking at none of this stuff.
Because we talked. You said how they were trying to make it seem like Vince wasn't as great as Mac is, because that's what they said. They said move over Vince Carter. We got Mac McClung. He's doing better dunks than Vince Carter.
I was really saying black man need to quit being some cheerleaders. Hey, cheerleaders from the other team all the time.
Right. But I guess they say, well, go out there, hype it up, do the best you can. I think he went way too far though.
Brandon with their mouth open on their knees, hype it up that much. I know it was gotta be but everybody give me every time a black player does something good, you always got one Negro reporter. I ain't never seen this. But if a white player do something good, all the Negro reporters are great.
Yeah, right.
Why can't somebody just tell the truth?
I think they feel like they have to do that, or they're not gonna have a job. It's like, okay, I may want to say something, but I know what the agenda is. They may not say it, but you can feel what the culture is, and you feel like you got to do it. Now, some people take it too far, like Kenny Smith. He kind of took it too far with that Vince Carter stuff, but
yeah, like if I had to want to see a dunk by John McClone, you think he can do the Vince Carter dunk, Brandon?
Do I think he can?
Can
which one?
Arm in the
rim. I mean, he may be able to. It's not going to look the same. If he does it, it's not going to have the same impact Vince had.
Nah, he may not have enough ups to do that.
You don't think? I mean, he's up there. He should. You like if his thing is he wants to run without the ball and kind of jump. I saw he do that a lot.
I just thought about this. He may get jumped like over big masses and stuff.
Yeah.
But he may only have a max height.
He may, and it may be that way because he really, if you look at all his dunks, it's basically the same dunk in different ways. And is it good? Yeah, I mean it's good. He had no competition really, but I don't know.
It's under the rim. He's under the rim when he's dunking it.
Yeah. So you don't think he can get his arm over the rim? He should be able to, but I don't know.
Well, I don't know. I know he could jump. He could jump over a mask very good.
Yeah.
But I don't know how high he could jump.
And he's kind of, but I never really thought about that. He was kind of short, but like I said, he jumped over the car with ease and he had his legs up, but he wasn't over the rim. He wasn't really over the rim.
No, see, it was like Brandon dunking or something.
Right. Like even if his head was close to the rim, he still wasn't towering over the rim for somebody who just leaped over a whole car and like cleared the whole car. So
yeah,
I get what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. He make a jump over what you call those jumpers who jump over something real high and down.
And that's what I was trying to say. I can't high jumper. It's not a high jumper, is it? Jumping pole over the pole or whatever. I get what you're saying. When they run and they bend their back.
Yeah, he may be that type of athlete.
Right.
But he wasn't that high over the rim. And it was quick. See, he had the when you can't jump, when you can't hang, time you see that rim, you gotta be fast. Like when Brendan said, when I said alley-oop a few weeks ago, see, he didn't know I had to cop that ball, but I can't hang in the air.
You gotta make it a quick decision.
I gotta put it down. Right. He may be that type of player.
I got you.
Yeah. Like Jordan, then they can hang and
glide a little bit, yeah, and keep going up.
Yeah, hell, he just edit and gotta do it fast.
Yeah,
and that's why it kind of looked good when he done it.
Yeah. But one more thing, real quick, before we get out of here, what's your thoughts on the Big Meech situation with Ross 50? How do you feel?
All right, I feel Negroes don't know what they listening or talking about.
Okay, why you say that? Tell me
this.
I'm listening.
If allegedly, I don't know the story, but 50 Cent canceled it because he saw the photo.
He had the show cancel in a way, leaning on it, pressure or whatever. Go ahead.
See, that one ain't make sense.
Okay,
he's dealing with a certain amount of people who ain't just gonna cancel. He don't got the power to cancel his show.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay.
No, he on the contract. His contract must have been up.
But that's what I'm saying. Why do you think a venue would take some money? They got all these people trying to come to a show and then be like, the show is canceled. And 50 even said himself, I didn't have the show canceled. But it just looks that way. And people are like, well, 50 had the power to cancel the show. He might have bought it out. That's why they didn't do it.
Nah, these contracts are beginning of the video was nothing but contracts, people.
Yeah.
And you just go follow the contract. Now, you may not never, like most black people never read a contract before. And you think or experience how business goes, but stuff just don't. Only one side get the right to cancel anytime they want to.
And what side is that? The venue side, or is
it's the person who writes the contract?
Okay, fair enough. Because that person has the power. That's the person who ultimately has the power. So I'm with you on that.
You think 50 Cent wrote a contract, or he just did this? Let me side it. What you think? What you think would happen?
Right. No, I'm with you. Well, so why do you think it got canceled?
I have no idea, but it wasn't had nothing to do with Big Meech and Rick Ross. Zero to do with those two.
Right, because those are just, and that's entertainment. And like I say, whoever owns the venue, whoever wrote the contract, they're in the business of making money. So
yeah,
unless somebody paid them double to tear up the contract, I don't see them just being like, "Yeah, we're not gonna do the show."
no,
so
this happens all the time.
Go ahead. What happened? What part?
No, this I'm making up scenario.
Okay.
But this happens all the time. Brandon had a successful program. It's his idea, but he sold 80% of his rights to me because he wanted to flash.
Yes.
Flash for $40 million. But I'm gonna make $1 billion off of it.
Yes. Sad but true. That does happen. With most
Brandon said,
most rappers.
Y'all made $1 billion off me. So this season, I don't want the 40 million. I want 200 million.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say own a piece of it, but go ahead.
No, you're gonna say, no, you already sold it, brother. I want 200 million. They look at it. Get the Doge guy to run the numbers.
Said Doge guy.
You know what they do, Brandon? They put it through the computer. They come back where AI says you only gonna make 300,000 with a deviation of 100 million.
Okay.
So he said I can make 200 or I can make up to 400. Brandon said he wanted 200 million. Man, you ain't getting nothing. Let's cancel this show.
And you don't have any leverage, and you need it. So you know what you're gonna do.
What you gonna do?
And you play ball.
You think that scenario don't work? It does.
It does.
It's sports. When a guy's contract is up, they become an all-star. Putting in all the baskets. Because when they come to the table, now you see how I prove from this year to this year.
All
right. Now I'm gonna continue to prove like that. Okay. Then they look at it and okay, let's take this, give it to the Dodge guys. They said with this guy's knees at his back.
Right. And the many games he missed look like it's increasing.
He got a 70% chance his productions will fall off.
Right.
You know, but a 30% upside.
Yeah.
They're gonna look at Brandon and say, Brandon, we'll give you 70% what you're asking for. And that'll be fair, right? Is that fair?
It depends on how you feel, but yes. But you know what? I saw something today. It was a woman in WNBA. I think she was trying to get traded, but the team declined her trade request. And she made a statement. She was like, well, I just feel like with all the women empowerment stuff, like the organization would get behind me and want to give me what I want. Have you ever heard anything like that in the men's sports?
The men do that all the time. The biggest divas in the world. They don't wait. Here's what the black guys do in the NBA.
Go ahead.
Good ones. Sign the contract. I'm going to work for 5 years, okay? Year 4 come around. Or year 4 come, I ain't happy. Trade me. And what
I lost my joy. What do they do?
They trade them, brother.
Okay, do they want to trade him?
He got it. No, I don't know what the divas got in the white people's heads or something. He said you got a year left. See, they just let it go.
Yeah.
And guess what? And they did your boy wrong, Luka Doncic.
How?
So write the contract.
Dallas, who did him
wrong? 5 years, right? On your 5th year, we got to give you extra $80 million.
Right, the Supermax, do the Supermax stuff.
A Supermax. But if you get traded, that's number 4.
Because the new team can't give you that.
The new team, I can't give it to you. They can't give it to you.
Right.
And we know we had to take that beer out your hands before the game stopped. Huh?
But is anything wrong with that?
Drinking
a beer? Yes.
Yes, Brandon. You could have got an extra 2 points if he didn't drink the
beer. You said an extra 2 points.
How much?
But it's a franchise.
How much is a point worth in the NBA? Would you guess, Brandon?
How much a point is worth? I'm not sure.
I bet it's worth close to $50,000. Every point.
Okay, every point.
Every point, somebody getting paid that much money.
But franchise player is still worth a lot, whether he's scoring a point that's 50,000 or not. He's still getting people in the seats. You think more people gonna sign up for or buy Anthony Davis Dallas jersey or Luka jersey in Dallas?
Brandon,
What?
they hired the Dodge guys. You know, they say, okay, run the MRI, take his MRIs now. That's what they gonna do to you.
Oh, Anthony Davis.
No, not on him.
Luka.
On Luka.
Okay.
Take the MRIs.
Uh-huh.
Luka take it to his people.
Uh-huh.
But Dallas got their people too.
Okay.
You know? They come up there and get the measurements of the vertebrae. They say, okay, he about to end up like Lewis with that stiff ass back.
But in how many years? They say what? 3 years? They like 3 or 5 years. He ain't gonna be no good.
They're gonna cut the head space. You know, they're gonna look at the nerves in it.
Yeah.
He's drinking all this beer, arthritis. He's popping these pills and drinking arthritis. It's a likelihood in 3 more years his back gonna blow out. What you want to do with it? Pay this man $80 million for 10 more years?
Or mediocre. Well, he might not even be on the court.
Most likely he will be. Brother, it's the ratios. All that stuff, that's only 50-50 shot. So you go off on 50%.
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, that's how it works. And people, let's talk about money in that situation. When you buy something, run the numbers. Brother, give me a price. Give me how much do a person make an hour?
$20.
$20. All right. If I want to buy a CD for $20, how many hours I gotta work?
If for one CD, 1 hour. You have to work 1 hour.
So you write yourself a contract. Is a CD worth me working 1 hour?
Right. And I'm glad you say that because that's how I kind of think about stuff when I'm buying. I'm like, this because you see expensive stuff. This thing costs $500. How many hours or how many days do you have to work to pay for something like this?
5 days.
Right? Is that work? And you can buy it in 5 minutes and don't even really use it. So you got to think about whether every purchase is worth it. Or going out to drink, is that worth it? Going to restaurants, buying this food, because time is one thing you wasting or spending, and money is another.
Hey, you're right. Yesterday I spent a half hour on a pizza. Day before that, I spent another half hour. I spent an hour worth of food in 2 days.
That's funny.
I cooked today though, so we good. No,
and I did.
Man, with the Chinese food. Man, I spent an hour and 30 minutes on Chinese food, man.
Why do you say that? You say cooking it or what? Because I think I saw a post.
Buffet.
Okay, can you tell me? I thought you had a Chinese buffet post or a Chinese food post.
That was 2 weeks ago. I ain't buying no more Chinese food in South Carolina.
Yeah, okay, I did see that video.
Yeah.
but let's touch on that real quick. How is it that me and you and the average person, I think, can make better Chinese food than the food that you get from your favorite Chinese place? Because what you had shrimp, you had some rice.
Ever since Shorty Low got killed. Chinese food be horrible. Chinese food be horrible. After Shorty Low got killed, they took all the vegetables out.
What's the correlation? It's just that's what you remember.
What year Shorty Low got killed?
It's the 2008. That's just for some reason that popped in my head.
Something like that. So the quality started going down 2008. I think 2013 or something.
It might be something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know.
They took all the stuff out, and you look in the back. It's supposed to be all wax on, wax off, man.
Yeah. Who's back there now?
Now is Jose and them.
So can they make fried rice? Or maybe that's a new Chinese food.
No, they can make it if somebody teach them. If somebody teach them. We tired of seeing 120 fried wings just hanging out on top of the damn fryer. Huh? Why not fry them hot? Brendan, you know what they do, Brendan. They
What do
put
they-
100 chicken wings in the basket and drop it down, lift it up, and hang it on the side.
Okay, now what? Now tell me what, in your opinion, what does that do, and how should
It's
you do it?
lazy. It's not hot. They say these Negroes want these chicken wings so bad, make them about 100 piece back. So,
Because they'll eat it anyway and come back.
yeah, what flavor you want, Brandon?
Barbecue.
How many
Korean
pieces?
barbecue. 10 pieces.
So he takes a little clicker. 1, 2, 3, 4, about 10. Now they used to, back in the day, they used to put it in a pan, sauce it up.
Yeah.
Now they just take your 10, put it in the tray, take the bottle and
Close
and
it
there
up
you
and
go.
throw it to you.
Close it up and throw it to you.
Mm-hmm.
How many soy sauces can I get? I said, let me get 5 duck sauces. No, sir. We only no, sir.
Yeah, you ain't doing that. You're not doing that.
Didn't it happen 2 weeks ago? No, sir. We don't get you 4. Anything
Only
more than
4?
that extra.
Yeah, charge you.
Brandon, you know I'm talking about the soy sauce.
Yes, yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I said, this
They ain't
fuck-
trying to waste no money. They know you ain't gonna use all that duck sauce. You gonna
I
throw
do. I like 3 per egg roll. I know how many exactly I use. 4 if I have enough.
Yeah.
Did you see?
Is this did you go to the place by off 2 Notch, the one that's
Nah,
up the street? You ain't went to that
I
one?
went there Thanksgiving the last time. That it was proof. It was getting everything's getting worse and worse and worse.
Yeah.
Fried
Right.
rice looking like steamed rice now, people. That's what it looked
And the video, that's what it looked like. They had some mung beans in there, some shrimp, and just fried rice. Well, it wasn't even fried, like you say. It
like.
was
Shrimp,
steamed rice.
barely shrimp,
Right.
barely stuff in there.
Right.
Yeah, the
I
wings
know,
are big as your thumb.
That's what I was about to say. We went to Outback. I don't know if you ever been to Outback and got the shrimp on a Barbie. Back in the day when Outback first came out, the shrimp was probably about this big, no lie. Because you can pull up a picture and you can see them. They would be on the bread. They would be covering the bread. Like it was a good sized shrimp. Now they about this big.
That's the size I remember.
Yeah. Well, when they, like I said, when we first was going to Outback, when they were
Oh
new,
yeah, they was kind of like juicy, like
yeah, they were big,
yeah.
and they looked really
Short and
good.
Low died. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Short and Low.
Because that's before Barbara Short and Low passed.
Yeah, probably so. But that's what I say. We used to go there. Used to get shrimp on the Barbie. They were big. They taste good. The sauce they had, but I don't know what happened. Whether all the restaurants kind of caught up, so they had to cut cost on stuff and go cheaper. But that's what a lot of places are doing to survive. I guess they're going cheaper with stuff and thinking people not going to notice.
Man, the cars outside get sporty. These cars be sportier and sportier, brother.
The people that work there,
cameras,
uh-huh.
then be the Avalons, then go to the Lexuses.
You're right.
You know, be 2 right there. Boom.
Yeah. That's
In
how
the back.
when we was in the in Georgia with the restaurant, the people that had the Chinese restaurant, they had a Honda Accord. The next thing you know, they got the new Lexus SUV.
Yeah,
So
they go like this. They keep on piling up.
yeah. But the food quality doesn't do that.
Got work. I wish it just kept it the same. Keep bringing the price. They did this. They did the worst thing you could do. Well, hold on. They did what businessmen do. Raise the price and lower the quality without the customer noticing.
Right. And then kind of cut the staff too. So it's not as many people in there. You overworking some people. Like you like to say, they got radio in there working.
No. He can't work that. They had to kill him. No, this is what they do. They bust the immigrants in and busted them out, brother. That's all they do.
Yeah.
You know, I went to the Chinese buffet today. You know, them waiters, they somehow from North Carolina here and now, the Asian women got more sedity waiters. They got more bougie.
Okay. The Asian waiters are bougie or the Mexican waiters are bougie?
Asian ladies are bougie.
Okay, yeah.
Before
sure.
Short and Low pass, man, no Asian ladies be
they're just regular. They would be thankful.
No, they be hand and foot. Tie your drink guy. You take a sip off your drink, they filling it up.
Right. Smiling, being courteous, all that kind of stuff. Now I'm with you.
I had my drink at 50% the whole time. I did. I moved it to the edge.
Yeah,
I know
that's a
she can
sign.
see.
Yeah, if she's
said,
paying attention.
She paid Brandon. I'm looking at her eye to eye. I'm looking at her eye to eye. She was on the phone, and sometimes she came out and look. I put it to the side. I said, "This woman go wait till I drink it all up."
Right.
I drank it all up, depleted it. Then she comes over here, fill it up. We get halfway.
Right. So I know you care. You paying attention.
No, see, Brandon, it was a safety hazard. I said, I can't eat all this food. I ended up choking. I'm talking,
you gonna run over there and pour your drink?
I couldn't enjoy my tea because the halfway, that was my safety mode, Brandon.
I got you.
I needed to fill it up so I could eat like I could eat. I can eat fast, so I didn't have to concentrate with y'all.
Right. Because you do get like that sometimes when you're eating fast. You're like, oh, shoot, I need to drink something because stuff gets stuck in your throat.
Yeah. So, for some reason, I needed that something to call me that day. And she messed me up. I could have a half glass extra tea I wanted.
Yeah.
And the tea was good too.
But that's the new experience when you go into restaurants. I walked into a restaurant one time. I had walked in, they say you gotta wait to be seated. I see the person down there, the hostess down there on their phone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, y'all just be in here doing whatever, like on your phone. Go ahead.
Now the lady, Brandon, she was standing twice the distance than the tea incidents, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to leave. I pulled up my wallet. I know I had $2. Time I took the $2 out, Brandon. She's twice the distance. Take your some. You see what I'm talking about? You see?
Yeah.
See, she looking.
Yeah.
But she slacked off.
Yeah. But do you think
God gave her that? She should have filled my tea, Brandon. I had the tea.
Yeah.
Man.
And you gave it a sign. It's not like hostess don't know or waiters don't know, like, to watch drinks, especially somebody. I'm not gonna say somebody like you, but you notice when people are drinking their drink, and okay, let me go ahead and fill it up. Let me check on them, make sure they all right. Because I'm guessing it wasn't a busy restaurant. It wasn't a lot of stuff. I
came in at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
I looked over there, the two white guys, and they cup is full.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know if they drink some or not. So I couldn't make the assumption, but I knew it was full.
I got you.
And I came back, mine's still on safety level halfway full, and she didn't fill it up yet.
Right.
Man, I'm telling you, she watching like I pulled the $2 out. She way over there. Take your stuff. Yeah. I said, this old hag right here.
Yeah.
We love her though.
But do you think those places are gonna shut down? Or
Brandon, why are people shut down?
Why are people still going?
Brandon, it's $18 all you can eat. They took
not necessarily.
All right, I came there to eat the fried shrimp. They ain't have none.
Not necessarily that place, but like a place like China Kitchen or China Hut, like these places where you go get the fried rice and it's not really fried rice, or you get the wings. They used to be good back in the day, but they're not the same quality.
Can you walk to a grocery store and get some fresh vegetables, brother?
Are you saying them
in those areas? In those areas, can the citizens?
They can walk the Food Lion.
How many miles away is Food Lion?
So you're saying the best thing to do is go get you some food that's gonna be. I don't know.
People go access to the easiest way they got access to food. That's where they go.
Easiest and quickest.
Yes, and you one of the examples too.
How am I one of the examples? Go ahead.
Brandon cooked dinner tonight. He said, "I need quick and easy access." Brandon went to a box.
I went to a box.
He went to a colorful box. Grabbed it, shaked it out, and warmed it up. Dinner to serve. Quick and easy access.
Okay, but do you think people do that most of the time or some of the time?
All the time.
So most people aren't doing fresh meals.
You got to change your mindset. No, Brandon. Okay, if they have fresh meals at the same spot closer, they'll do the fresh meal.
Mm-hmm.
But it's closer to go to the Chinese place. You can walk there.
But do you think? Easy. I hear you. But do you think they think it's good? Because I guess if you don't know good quality food, or that's just what you're used to, you're not gonna know any better.
Well, ain't
You're
some
gonna put that
people
soy sauce on it and hot mustard, you're gonna be all right.
ain't doing elementary school? Ain't some people ate all they school breakfast up? Huh?
Yes, that's true.
And that was disgusting. The breakfast was.
Well, I can't really remember what the breakfast was, 'cause I know you were one of the people that came in.
I didn't get no breakfast.
Okay, well, so what was?
Because you used to gotta be poverty to get that.
Yeah, okay. I know I didn't get to school that early where they were serving breakfast in the cafeteria. So what kind of stuff they had? Just oatmeal and some grits.
I don't know, but it looked good, brother. It looked like penitentiary.
I'm pretty sure.
It looked like penitentiary. Yeah. See, Brandon had a good life. His mom made a breakfast in the morning, like they supposed to do.
That's true.
All right. We all knew growing up, if you was eating breakfast at the cafeteria in the morning time, you was on what? Reduce or free lunch.
Okay. And like you said, there's nothing wrong with that, but I guess I never thought about
in our
that.
time, that means your daddy could afford a quarter and a dime. Huh? That's your daddy. Huh?
Man, that's messed up.
Every day, my daddy can't afford a quarter and a dime. Huh? See, we ain't gonna put it on the mamas.
But why? Well, why did we have to pay for a school lunch though? Don't you think that should have been free?
You got Trump up there. You gonna be paying pretty soon again. You know, I said, Trump, let's bring it back to the 80s and go put a quarter at a dime. You know, if they can't pay that, something going on.
Something going on at the house.
Yeah.
But do you think? I know they were talking about getting rid of food stamps and you have to work a certain amount of hours to qualify for food stamp. You think that's a good idea?
Brandon, how I'll be setting off a nuclear bomb in all white neighborhoods, Brandon.
But you know, people think majority of us are just on on welfare and need food stamps.
We are. See,
but we're not alone.
We that'd be atomic bombs and all. There'll be those updated nukes,
right?
And they can't do that.
They can't do that. Why not? Brandon, is it too late for certain people?
Walmart won't let President Trump do that. All right, Walmart food
line take too big of a hit.
They won't let President Trump do that.
Okay.
You know.
Yes. So you're saying people with food stamps don't go to Whole Foods?
They say, "Oh, you like that, Trump? You like that? Let's lay off 5% of our workforce under your watch, and, you know, right. And see what you got." They got that power.
Yeah.
What's losing 5%?
That's a lot.
You just lost 10% of the government.
Mm.
Yeah. And when it's gonna show up in 3 years, people, it's gonna be a disaster. But if y'all don't know how things works,
yeah,
because people get old, people gonna retire.
Yeah,
you gotta have the next people who
in place,
in place, but say, cut that out. Yeah,
right. So some of the things that they're enacting, you're not really gonna feel it. Some of them you're gonna feel right away, but some of them are really gonna impact the next president that comes into office.
Yep. And I can't. Brandon, it's a takeover. You saw the picture I gave you.
Yeah,
it's doing the exact same thing.
Yeah,
I want access and control over every single thing.
But and now I was kind of asking you last time, should we have all voted? Because I'm not saying us, but would it be better if we had Kamala as president? Or it's just you just don't know.
But if it was better to have Kamala as president, I will vote it for. All right. So there you go. If it was better. That's what your average American person does, right?
Yeah.
They vote for who was better to them.
Yeah.
There you right. go. We don't know what you have.
Yeah.
Because both of them will go in the same goal, just a different direction.
Yeah, I just don't think either one was a good leader for us or a good president candidate. So
now, Brandon, who you want as your chief, as your leader over your house, a guy in a dress or a guy in the suit? Same thing, man. One just looking.
It's kind of. I get what you said. It's kind of the same thing, but
So,
the guy in the suit.
Oh, you want the guy in the suit?
Yeah.
Okay. You know, you just go. You do what the guy in the suit wants. If you want the guy in the dress, you do what the guy in the dress wants.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm with you.
But yeah, you better. Whew. It's scary if people think a little bit, but it's
yeah,
it's all right.
And like I said, you already see a lot of layoffs and just.
Let's get off here so I can talk about it for real.
Okay.
Off
okay.
here.
Go ahead. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Check out some of our old videos. Check us out on some of our other platforms too. But y'all take care. Have a good one.